And there could be a more appropriate rugby occasion than a Barbarian side bursting with talent, complete with a handful of players whose own careers were inspired by the achievements of the great man. Up against the Pumas, whose rise and rise has been one of the features of the last 12 months.
On the left-hand side here for the Barbarians.
He likes that corner as well, didn't he? He scored against England on the opening night of the World Cup for Fiji over there. A little stab through from Sopoanga. The ball gathered.
I think he dropped it.
Well, it's Davita Kurandrani.
I think he was off. It looked a little on.
JP Doyle just consulting there with Tim Wiggles.
Just checking the offside.
And you saw it in the Kerbalo. Shaped to go left and Andola went right.
I just need to know whether he's onside.
Have a close look at it here. I wonder if it was premature. Oh, he did well to gather that. JP Doyle was right.
Well, it was a bit like the slip fielder's first snatch at it, wasn't it? He managed just to pop it up and take it before it caught the turf. Landajo back to Ortega Decio. The Yaga that time making an important intervention. Landajo, the little pass. Herrera, can he get there? It's very, very close indeed. We're going to have to recycle it again, and this time Facundo Isa makes no mistake.
Wow, brilliant retention from Argentina, but I tell you, what a line that was from Herrera. Nobody saw him coming, and when you don't see someone that big coming, you're in trouble, and he took some great yards out of the Barbarians' defence. Beautifully timed, read it well, and ultimately that's what led to the try. And we've seen a couple of big carries from him already. It was that mistake, wasn't it? Which led to it. Argentina didn't switch off.
Yes, he's called Valmoina. And then comes Sanchez. Now's a chance for Cordero. Across comes Naholo. Onto Machado. This is spectacular stuff from the Pumas, end to end. And that, one of the great tries from the Pumas, but out of the finest Barbarians tradition.
That was absolutely breathtaking, wasn't it? From both sides, end-to-end stuff, and well, I'll tell you, Super Rugby gets a real addition with these players, doesn't it, from Argentina? Great pace, great execution, turning defence into attack, and real pace, but not just that, great patience, lovely little flick pass, and a great try, and well, you would say Argentina deserved of their lead, I think, given just a level of execution and the effort and the work that they put in. What a lovely pass that was, beautifully weighted. He didn't break stride at all.
The Pumas back three was one of the features of the World Cup, wasn't it? Only one of them was there for Victor Matfield. Here's Sopoanga, the cross kick, well gathered by Naholo. Naholo puts on the afterburners, gets the try. The Barbarians right back in the match.
Now that's been on all day, hasn't it? He's been out there screaming for that crossfield kick. That being said, it's got to be on the money, and it was a beautiful kick, wasn't it? Reaching for the pass at pace. Great step inside and well executed, and that rather closes the gap. I mean, he stepped as he caught it, didn't he? Great awareness, one eye on the defence, one eye on the ball, approaching him in the air. Brilliant finish, absolutely brilliant finish.
5K.
Volley. Good work again from the fullback, Machado. Gonzalez Iglesias waiting for it. Here goes Gonzalez Iglesias. Inside there was Landajo. Cordero wants it. Cordero has delivered it. Can he get there in time? I think he did. Santiago Cordero.
And you've just got to say, this execution from Argentina at the moment is absolutely breathtaking. Making the right decision every time. Could so easily have passed that ball early. He didn't. He held back. He weighted the kick beautifully. And they're athletes. They're good enough athletes to out-sprint the Barbarians. And Well, what a finish that really was. We are being treated today to some spectacular rugby, I tell you.
Here is Buffelli, straight into the action, getting through as well. He's got options either side. He chooses Landacho. All too easy.
Oh, what a first touch that was. Breaks 2 tackles, great composure on the way through, wasn't it? Just shaped twice to the right and hit the guy in space on the left. Great composure. A young man on the big stage for one of the first times. A wonderful way to start your contribution to the game. Drove the tackle beautifully, then he just dropped the shoulder, moved his legs out of the way. Showed to the right and put his man in.
Yes, Emiliano Buffelli came from the same small rugby club in Argentina as Juan Imhoff.
Yeah, I've got you.
Imhoff is on the bench today for Racing 92 at that game in West Wales, where they take on the Scarlets. You can watch that.
Except on the odd exception when an individual tries to fix it, and you know they're just too good, Argentina, for that. They're retaining the ball far too easily, and well, great offload, wasn't it, from the holo?
Well, here he goes now for the first time, Nandolo in space. What a tackle that was from Sanchez coming across. Try-saving stuff from the fly half. Well, Sanchez has rather hurt himself as Senatore goes bounding forward. He's got De La Fuente. Here is De La Fuente. Buffelli is also there. Arnie Sevilla making good ground. De La Fuente still going, still going. He claims the score.
Well, it's exhausting just to watch, isn't it? But once again, Barbarians on the attack. Argentina turn it over in the presence of mind to play their way neatly back up the field, and a great finish again, and that just about kills the game.
Well, we were waiting for the moment when Nemani Nandolo got space and the ball in hand, and Ala Jonolomu carrying it in his left hand, and Sanchez, I suppose if you can remember back to that great World Cup final in '95, it was the role of James Small, the Springbok wing, who played such a great part in winning the match, and he made tackles like that on Lomu time and time again. Well, Nicolas Sanchez still getting back to his feet, but look here at the strength of De La Fuente.
Yeah, but it's the presence of mind as well, isn't it? The totally composed ball in hand. Senatore showing great pace, lovely execution. Yeah, but
advantage here, so there is a penalty advantage coming.
Penalty, Barbarian advantage. Leave him.
Here goes Naholo again, just barging off Cordero to Scott Fardy.
Knock on one, Argentina.
Tamani, and now the space opens, and despite the best efforts of Buffelli, it is Joe Tamani, the Brumby and Wallaby, who gets the score for the Barbarians.
Yeah, he's made quite an impact, hasn't he, Tamani, since coming on. If you look at the field now, there are players strewn all over it, catching their breath. It's been a quite incredible intensity throughout, and you can just see it now, starting to knock the edges off some of these players. Everyone committed to playing running rugby, and well, Tamani probably deserves that. Good turnover from the
scrum setup
from the Barbarians, and well, through one means or another, he managed to find some space and finished it really, really well. Big and quick.
Escura feeds it to Senatore, up to the 22. Driven forward by Lozana. Lozana fading the ball out there to Cordero, and Cordero may well have sneaked into the corner.
Well, regardless, yet another brilliant piece of skill, wasn't it? Far, far better from Argentina. Plenty of patience, great recycling of the ball.
Yeah, JP,
a lovely step and offload to create the space, and then, well, we'll see here, did he manage to finish it? Great try if he did.
Just that back.
It's a tight one, isn't it?
From the other end, JP.
Yeah, left foot.
See it from the
Looks
other
like
side.
Milner-Skudder might just have done enough. It's the left leg, isn't it?
Like
Did the left foot touch the touchline?
Well, it did, but I suspect the ball might have gone down first.
It's enormously tight, isn't it?
JP is in touch.
Yes, you're right, Pat.
JP, can you hear me?
Decision given. Touch. Thanks. Perfect, David.
For once.
Don't be hard on yourself. Here it is for Ardi Sevilla, floating it out to Hansen, onto Nandolo, getting through Sanchez that time, and then just skipping through the tackle. And Lomu-esque, the ball tucked under his left arm. Nemani Nandolo gets the score.
Well, I suppose the Argentinian outside backs could be forgiven, can't they, at this late stage in the game? Brilliant from Nandolo, wasn't it? Good bend. Well, he didn't even lay a finger on him, really. You would question whether he really had the heart to stick his shoulder in where he knew it was going to hurt.
Expect to see the same team playing against the likes of the Hurricanes, the Highlanders, the Stormers, the Bulls, the Rebels and the Waratahs. Off goes Sanchez, and Sanchez, little step inside, Nahalo overcommitted himself, and Nicolas Sanchez is on the score sheet.
Yeah, and fully deserved for Sanchez, who's been brilliant all game.
And he's another of those players, as we look here at Nandolo just throwing the speculative pass. Sanchez, who came to Europe, never really fully cracked it. I don't think he got as many opportunities as perhaps he deserved. He spent 3 seasons at Bordeaux-Bègles, where he was understudy to a certain Camille Lopez. He left there, eventually resurfaced at Toulon as a medical joker. Minute. Vardy. On to Sopoanga. Scooped out there to Pat Lambie. Surely this time, Matfield. It's almost 2-on-1. Into McIntosh. Hansen picks up. Surely now. Victor Matfield. It could have been scripted.
Wow, wonderful to see the big man going over in the corner. I've got to be honest, I think McIntosh will be more relieved than anybody after blowing one of those simple 2-on-1s I think I've ever seen. But brilliant, wasn't it, from the Baa Baas? And you see, as the Argentina team just come off the gas a little bit and their intensity wanes a little, just a small amount, well, that's all it takes, isn't it? Milner-Skudder's skill on the outside there, with a little reverse.
Yeah.
And Matfield it was.